If you're thinking about buying or selling in King City right now, the data is telling a very different story than the headlines. So the average home price recently jumped to over $2.6 million, yet homes are selling for about 12% below asking price, and inventory has been rising. So what is actually happening in the King City real estate market? Hi everyone, I'm Natasha Hamilton, luxury realtor with EXP Realty, and in this video, I'm breaking down the February 2026 King City housing market update. I use the latest statistics so you can understand what's really happening. We cover prices, inventory, days on market, negotiation trends, and as well as mortgage rates. So if you enjoy local market updates like this, please like the video and subscribe to my channel and comment below if you live in King City or are thinking about moving there. You can also reach me anytime at natasha.hamilton@exprealty.com or call or text me at 226-974-6544 and be sure to check the helpful links in the description below. Now let's get into it. The King City housing market in early 2026 can be best described as a market in transition. So, over the past few years, we've experienced an extremely strong seller's market where homes sold quickly and often above asking price. But today, conditions are different. Inventory has increased, buyers are taking longer to make decisions, and negotiating power has shifted back towards buyers. So this does not mean the market has crashed. Instead, we are seeing a market reset towards balance where strategy, pricing, and preparation matter more than ever. Another key factor in King City is the influence of luxury home sales, which can push the average price higher, even while typical property values are still adjusting. So let's start with a quick snapshot of the February 2026 statistics for King Township, which includes King City. So during the month, there were 10 homes sold, while 72 new listings entered the market. At the time of reporting, there were approximately 185 active listings available for buyers. The median days on market is about 37 days, meaning properties are taking just over a month to sell on average. And when you look at these numbers together, they tell an important story. So inventory is significantly higher than the number of homes selling, which confirms the shift towards a buyer-leaning market environment. Understanding pricing requires looking at more than one number. The average selling price in February was approximately $2,626,800, which increased about 43.8% from January, largely due to the higher number of luxury detached home sales. The median price, which represents the middle of all transactions, was about $1,786,500 and actually declined slightly month over month. The MLS benchmark price, which measures the value of a typical home, sits around $1,603,700 and down roughly 9.37% year over year. So this tells us that while luxury transactions can push the average price higher, underlying values across the market are still adjusting. In February 2026, only 10 homes sold in King Township, which is only slightly higher than the 9 homes sold in January. So, this low level of sales activity indicates that buyers are being much more cautious than during the pandemic housing boom. And buyers today are comparing properties carefully, reviewing market data, and negotiating more aggressively before committing to a purchase. Many qualified buyers are also waiting for the right opportunity, especially in higher price luxury markets like King City. Supply and demand tell the real story of any real estate market. In February, there were 72 new listings and roughly 185 active listings available, compared with just 10 homes sold. So this creates a sales to new listing ratio of about 20.7%. And in real estate, a ratio below 40% is typically considered a buyer's market. So just at 20%, buyers currently have significant negotiating leverage, and more inventory means more choices for buyers and more competition among sellers. Another important metric is days on market. So right now, the median days on market is approximately 37 days. So that represents a noticeable slowdown compared with the fast-paced pandemic market when homes sometimes sold within days. So today's buyers are taking more time to evaluate options, compare listings, and ensure the property represents good value before submitting an offer. Homes that are priced correctly from the start and professionally presented tend to sell faster than the market average. Negotiating power has clearly shifted towards buyers. The current sale to list ratio is about 88%, meaning the average home sells roughly for about 12% below the original asking price. So, for example, a property listed at 2 million could sell for 1.76 million, representing roughly $240,000 in negotiating leverage for the buyers. So, this does not apply to every property, but overall, it demonstrates that buyers currently have meaningful negotiating power. Interest rates continue to influence the housing market, of course. So the Bank of Canada policy rate is currently around 2.25%, while mortgage rates have stabilized somewhat. And many homeowners who purchased during the extremely low rate period between 2020 and 2022 are now approaching mortgage renewals. So for some households, monthly payments could increase by approximately 15 to 20% upon renewal, which contributes to cautious buyer behavior and more conservative offers. The housing market is also influenced by broader economic forces. So, economic uncertainty, global trade tensions, and the mortgage renewal wave are all affecting consumer confidence. So, many buyers remain financially qualified but are choosing to wait for more clarity around interest rates and pricing trends before making a move. And because of this, analysts often describe today's conditions as a market reset rather than a crash. Even in a slower market, there are opportunities. So buyers currently benefit from more inventory, greater negotiating leverage, and the ability to evaluate properties carefully. So some buyers are finding opportunities to purchase premium homes below the peak prices seen in previous years. And for sellers, demand in King City's luxury segment still exists, but strategy is crucial. So, correct pricing, strong presentation, and professional marketing make a significant difference in attracting serious buyers. Looking ahead to the rest of 2026, most analysts expect the market to remain measured in the near term. So early in the year, we may continue to see elevated inventory and buyer leaning conditions as we move into mid 2026. The market could begin to stabilize if interest rates ease and buyer confidence improves. And later in the year, if inventory tightens up and pent-up demands return, we could see increased competition among buyers. Regardless of short-term market cycles, King City remains one of the most desirable luxury communities in the Greater Toronto Area. Buyers are attracted to estate-sized lots, privacy, and the natural surroundings that are difficult to find in most GTA communities. King City offers a unique combination of rural luxury living with convenient proximity to Toronto, which continues to draw executives, professionals, and families seeking space and prestige. You're thinking about buying, selling, investing, or relocating in King City or anywhere in your region, I would be happy to help you navigate today's market. You can reach me anytime at natasha.hamilton@exprealty.com, or you can call or text me at 226-974-6544, or visit natashahamilton.exprealty.com. So if you found this market update helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out my other videos covering real estate across your region and the GTA. And thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys next month.